welcome back to ATCB Gaming, episode 2, but kind of game 1, proper game 1, of Pandemic Legacy Season 2. Go back to the first episode if you want more explanation about it. We've also got Pandemic Legacy Season 1 on the channel, so go check that out if you want a complete thing. And probably if you're not going to play Pandemic Legacy, because I would say if you're not going to play... If you're going to play Pandemic Legacy, don't watch these videos. God, you'll ruin the surprise. Surprise.
Yeah,
Stuff.
I mean, unless you're the kind of person who likes to spoil things for themselves.
Yeah, which some people do. People do. Anyway, that's beside the point. I'm Matt. That's Justin. That's Johnny. That's John. I could have let them say it themselves, but I'm a control freak. So, this is our first proper game of Pandemic Legacy. The first game is a prologue, which is like a dry run to get used to the slightly different rules from vanilla Pandemic. We're on a post-apocalyptic water world type thing where we're making supplies and giving them to infected cities on the mainland. Our leadership has vanished, and lots of the world we don't know where it is, which is why there's all that stuff. But fundamentally, we have lots of legacy cards to turn over for the beginning of the first month of January, and also a cat to deal with. Oh God! So let's do the legacy stuff, shall we?
Please, Matt.
The first thing is a journal entry. Priorities: find our leaders, find more supplies. Attached a document we found dated last year. It's grim. Our supplies won't last the year. Perhaps North America will give us clues. It's where the plague started. The Hollow Men are raiding surviving coastal cities, and it's only a matter of time before they move inland. We need to recon before they do. Hope the people we meet know that we are there to help. Old prejudices last long. That doesn't sound good. Okay.
We're helping.
So that's the first journal entry. And then we have this as well. Okay, this is the document that we found from the archives, October 15th, year 70. So that's last year. Degradation of supplies and routes has reached critical level. We are no longer effective. Supply lines to the interior have been abandoned. Cities will fall within a year, and when they do, we will fall. Next year's stockpile projections are fatalistic. Haven leadership has voted to initiate the protocol we hoped would never come. So they got some kind of like vault or something that they've all gone into. Okay. From this point on in the legacy deck, draw all cards, reading both sides until you hit a pause or stop card. Yep, so we're going to keep on doing that. New priorities. Our objectives follow. This month we have 2 mandatory objectives. Remember, you can always check to see how many objectives you need to complete for a given month by checking the objective calendar on the board, which is here. And yeah, we have 2.
Cool.
And these are they. The same as the first one, as the prologue. Build 3 new supply centres. And recon North America. So we need to complete this recon objective here. Recon, we have to do it from Washington. We recon with any 3 blue cards from a supply centre here to open package 1. So we need to have a supply centre on Washington, and we need to use 3 blue cards to recon from there.
Cool.
I don't know if that does that use them up? Yes, discard cards.
Yeah.
So that's another thing we need to do. So those are our 2 mandatory objectives.
Okay.
No, I can't.
We also have a turning point card. Turning point cards go in the game end area, and basically they're like conditions. But at the end of the game, if this condition is triggered, then a thing happens. That's basically it. The turning point number 1, Forsaken Cities. If there is at least 1 city with 0 population, open A12 and destroy this card. And it stays in the game end area until it triggers.
Okay.
If it ever triggers, maybe we won't. Maybe ever will. Fine. I think that's quite difficult to get now.
Especially
I
if you
think
don't
you
adjust
lose.
population until the end.
I think you check the turning points after you adjust population. But I also think that you lose 1 population for every plague cube you have in a city. So I think we'd have to have 3 cubes in 1 city to have a 0, because they've all got population 3 at the moment. But we'll see. We'll see, right?
Right.
So that's it, I think. That's that. We've got some other setup to do. We need to do our infections. So we need to draw 9 cards and see what happens there. Hopefully we'll have better luck with these card draws than we did last time, because we had appalling luck last time.
Cairo.
After you.
Thank you.
It's your game.
London.
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 No.
London. London.
New York.
Sao Paulo. Okay, so far so good.
Tripoli.
Tripoli, okay.
Fine.
Having one of each is great.
Washington.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Lagos, this is great.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Istanbul, come on, make it the full.
Washington.
Well, we need to be in
Sorry,
Washington
guys.
anyway to do
Yeah.
the recon, right? So
That was.
We should also mention that we decided not to put any supply cubes down
Yes.
in central areas because we thought,
as we did in the prologue.
we thought often getting around between isolated cities is quite time consuming. So an
Yeah.
extra life, an extra supply cube in those cities.
It's just
would
a
be
bit of
useful.
extra barrier. And we were also hoping that we'd have produced supplies at the beginning, which we do.
Yeah.
So we can
Mm.
load up on supplies rather than guns. But you can still tell your friends. Johnny got it. Generation X, Joe, you guys wouldn't understand. I somehow made Johnny an honorary
Are you
Generation
going to
X.
read or not?
No, I'm just going to sit here reading this, you know. I'm just checking we've done things in the correct order, Justin.
I
Thank
like if you did that and just stop, lives to save.
Gonna get punched.
Do you think anyone has ever done a perfect run of Pandemic Legacy?
I mean, not us. It's the
Well, I mean, so much of it is down to
Luck.
luck. But
Yeah.
after over 12 to 24 games, you're going to
Yeah.
have some bad luck.
We've mostly brought the same characters as last time. So, Justin, you are
An
Ox,
ox, a labourer, a badass, important for saving the day.
which is basically the scientist from all the games of Pandemic.
It's nice how they've reversed the class issues.
So, your thing is you can build
A supply centre
For
for
cheaper.
4 cards rather than 5 if I spend 2 supply cubes on my character.
Johnny is
Stickleback the farmer. I get to deliver supplies for free if I make supplies that turn.
I've got Raven, the administrator. So once on my turn, as an action, move a pawn to any other pawn, not just teleport people into the middle of nowhere. It's a very important distinction.
Although that would be a cool superpower.
um,
Gobi Desert. I am, however, playing a different character. I'm playing Bear, which is slightly appropriate. He's an instructor. Once on his turn as an action, give any one player card, i.e. these, to a player in your location. Which we, for some reason, we read that the first time around and we're like, and now we're like, oh no, that's really good. That's the researcher, basically, from, So it means I can just follow around Ox and feed her cards to build supply
the
centres.
researcher could also take cards off.
Yeah, I think, like the labourer, I think it's slightly depowered.
Maybe the powers will get upgraded as we go through the game.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. We did a random draw to see who would begin, and it's John.
Woo!
I can think of one thing to do immediately that's really
Do
valuable.
supplies.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do that.
So now that we're doing this, you could actually forever burn that card to produce 3 on every haven. Don't do that.
No.
Yeah. Because they have I did I explain it on the camera last time? They have like a little series of boxes. I think I did. I think it was on
That
camera.
one's only a single one as well,
Yeah,
so you definitely don't want to do it
wanna
on
do
that one.
The others, you might. I mean, why not use them when the need strikes?
You're going to take those right onto your character card
Um,
for a free action.
for your current location.
But you can pick them up for free action.
I can. That does make sense.
If you wanted to distribute them, otherwise does it make sense? No, because Johnny's actually only better when he's producing stuff as well. So just
Yeah.
giving him them.
Yeah, I need to
kind of-
produce at least one
Yeah.
to be able to put any down.
Although
for
he's the
free.
primary one to be putting them down. So like, I think I think it's fine. I'm overthinking it.
So I'm taking them.
Okay, that's 1.
Well, Washington and New York are low, and Washington is so essential not to lose because
Yes,
we
we
need to
recon from there.
Then equally, these locations are also essential because at some point we have to recon them too.
But
But
Washington
also,
is the worst.
Yes.
I can keep an eye on these, and also somebody else being in Washington means easier access if John happens to draw blue cards
Yes.
as well.
Yeah.
Because we need
True story.
7 to do that and the supply centre.
Yeah.
Blue cards.
So 3 people drawing there
Yeah,
would be
yeah.
useful. Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So general consensus: go to Washington. Each.
Yeah. I think so. I mean, Matt on his turn is probably going to have to come to me and give me Washington.
Yeah.
And then he'll be in the Middle East area if he wants to keep doing work in that area.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, there's no point in teleporting anyone.
Okay, so 2, 3.
And then I might as well.
How many are you putting down? Just one?
It's important not to lose it, isn't it?
Yes. And we've got 2 of the cards already out, so yeah,
Yeah.
it's worth having a bunch down there. I don't
Double
want to be
action?
tempted- No.
Nope. Produce, move, deliver.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Good.
So 2 draws.
Lagos and Cairo.
Okay,
And
infection.
then Infection. Jacksonville.
I like this 4 cubes.
And London.
Okay, London is our priority. So now my turn. So I am going to move straight to Atlantis. 1, 2.
Thanks.
Um,
No point trying to get to London. Your best
no,
bet is
just
trying to...
produce 2, I think.
Or you could... Yeah.
I think I just produced 2.
Okay, cool.
And it's a free action, so you or Johnny could take those 2 cubes from me. And
Yeah, we can do
go
that.
out
We can
and
do it on
them.
our turn.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll just produce 2 cubes.
Cool.
I shall draw.
Well, you're in,
I can use it
you
next turn.
Next turn, yeah. This is good.
This is a much better start than
Yeah.
last time.
And infections are Tripoli
Tripoli.
and Sao Paulo.
Okay. Right, my turn. What would I want to do? Maybe get over to a blue area?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. for you.
Technically, you could do Washington now.
No, I need to have a supply base there already. Supply centre there already. But yeah.
If you move there, if you happen to draw a blue, then next time you've got it
You
ready
could
to build
build
a
your
supply
supply.
centre straight away.
I'm
Yeah.
wondering whether
Or-
I should go to London and then I'm close-ish.
And I can pull you over on my turn
True.
if you need to end
Yeah,
up
that's
in
true.
Washington.
So I could go...
Do you want to take these from me?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Because I could go to London and put these down for free
Mhm.
and then generate... And then go to Avalon or something.
Yeah. So, those 2.
Yeah, I reckon. So that's free action. And
Yeah.
then 1, 2, 3, and then 4.
Moving.
Yeah, might as well.
Or
make one.
one, yeah. I'll make one, why not? Because I need to have them on me anyway to
Yeah.
do things.
Okay. Hopefully you get a blue. Epidemic. And a blue.
Cool.
Okay.
Half
Okay.
good.
So, move the infection up.
Get them out eventually.
Bottom of the deck is Cairo.
Getting it early is not necessarily a bad thing either. Take everything off Cairo. And okay, when we did the prologue, every single
Yeah.
time we
Yeah,
had
there
an
you go.
epidemic, we immediately drew the card that was the one we just taken all the cubes off.
So I'm going to shuffle instead of
Yeah. And if it happens to you, then
Just against us.
We need to look at the random number generator in the game and send a message to people.
that's enough.
You can never shuffle too much.
You can.
You can for my attention span.
But what about the viewers at home?
I don't think they're enjoying it.
You sure?
Also, given an
I'm
infinite
enjoying it.
amount of time, they will end
John,
up in
please
precisely the wrong order. They...
Charge of the whole situation because I don't understand what I'm doing.
Yep.
Ah!
This is just our
How
doom.
does this happen?
Okay, next one.
Well, I suppose
we
there's
can't get another
more
one.
Kairos than there
It's
are
not
anything
more.
else. So that's not bad.
Okay, that's okay. Okay.
I'm really sorry,
Only one.
guys.
Bloody hell. Johnny.
I've just realised that Justin's moved the wrong piece again.
I have indeed. I'm such a bad person. I really like playing.
Okay, so I'm going to go to Cairo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 1,
So
2.
don't end your turn there.
oh
That's a
fuck
good
yes.
Produce and drop, and then I can only do
'cause
one
you've got
now.
exposure now. Yeah.
Um,
Produce.
Um,
I'm assuming it's a place that just.
you could
has
have
like-
picked up a supply in Tripoli along the way for free.
yes, I could have done that.
If we want to,
Yeah.
you know. It's not ideal.
Yeah, because I was going to produce and drop 2. I forgot about the exposure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
You
shall
can-
I have basically picked that up and then dropped it there
And then go back to
and then move back to there?
Can you pick it? Yeah. Yeah.
'Cause
that makes
pickup's
sense.
free.
Yeah.
And
So-
then hope Tripoli doesn't get pulled twice.
Twice. Yeah.
I mean, that's the
Or I
hope.
could move to Istanbul instead.
I
Then
think
you're
moving
just
to
further from
Istanbul-
Tripoli.
Yeah, but it also is safer. He doesn't want to get exposure unnecessarily.
Have we had 2? We haven't had 2 Tripoli cards out in the first.
Yeah, we
Did
have.
we? Oh yeah, of course we have. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
We've also had 2
But
Istanbuls.
you need 3
No,
Tripoli cards
one
to come
Istanbul
out. No,
before.
sorry.
And we've had 3
See-
Tripoli
Sorry,
cards
right,
out
sorry,
because
my
there's
bad,
only
my
one
bad,
there.
my bad, yeah.
So I'd be better there, wouldn't I?
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely. Ooh.
Okay.
Sweet.
So yeah.
1.
We can't have
2.
another epidemic yet because it's not
Yeah.
mathematically possible. So what's that?
Move 1 or 2 copies of a specific city in the infection discard pile to the game end area. Is there any point doing that now?
I think
When more cards come out, maybe get rid of
Sorry,
Cairo.
John.
Is that right?
Istanbul and
and
Cairo.
they can be played at any time, so you can do it like. Yeah, I think.
And it can be done between step 2 and 3 of an epidemic. It says play at any time, not even any time on your turn.
Yeah, let's
So
wait
I'll
until
just
that
keep
epidemic,
it
and then you
until
can
it's
literally just remove
The
any
ones
vulnerable
that are,
area.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we should have done that the first time in the first
Right.
game.
Gone.
I
Yeah.
bet there were
So-
people yelling at us
Probably.
to
Second.
do that.
Yes, that was your second card.
Yes.
Yes, yeah, I've got, yeah.
Okay, and
So-
then infection.
Mm-hmm.
Sao Paulo.
Bit vulnerable.
And
Cairo. There we go.
So we would have been in real trouble.
Yeah. If we hadn't fixed it. Okay. John.
Okay.
I mean, 1 is pulling him over, right? So you might as well do that first. In case you want to move anyway, which you probably do.
Putting you over.
You.
Then you.
Maybe.
That's, yeah.
1.
1.
Sao Paulo. 1, 2. You can't actually.
You can get there, but that's
Yeah.
all.
So maybe get to Eden instead and then produce 1. Because that's less like. Because if you can't do anything and get there,
You're going to be
might as well get
100%
next
safe
to
in
that.
Eden and
Yeah.
one
So
away,
you
yeah.
can,
Yeah. And you can produce.
yeah, let's go for that.
So 2, 3.
Oh, rough.
Cards. John.
Lagos. Sao Paulo.
Ooh,
Okay.
nice
Okay.
3 yellows there.
And infection. Jacksonville.
I've got that covered.
And Washington.
Fine.
Got that covered.
Cool.
Easy. Okay, so that's me. I don't think I have any cards to give. Well, I could give you a Lagos.
Yeah.
The question is that more valuable than me? Well, actually, the first thing I'm going to do is produce supplies.
And pick 'em up.
Pick them up.
You've got to sort out these places, don't you?
Yeah, is it worth... What do we recognise? Do we recognise start covering, like, Europe, or do I...
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, we don't
It's
we
more
don't
important
we
than
don't
giving
wanna screw
Lagos
ourselves.
to...
You
To
could
John.
also fix Sao Paulo.
1,
2 and
2...
drop.
What? No?
Is your... Because
I've
that's...
used 1 action.
Yeah.
Yeah? So you can
So?
move, and then deliver.
Oh, yeah, but, like, why would I do that instead of Tripoli
Or Cairo.
or Cairo? Like, my thing is, do I sort them, or do I give you Lagos? Because maximising, like, my ability and just handing those cards off to the people who need them is pretty valuable. Isn't it?
Does that cost you an action? So it's still
Yeah.
it's still an action, yeah.
It's still an action, yeah. 1, 2, yeah.
It's
I don't
rough.
know.
It's rough.
What do we reckon? I can see the value in both.
I think stopping the play is more important.
Yeah?
But whether it's do you stop it going further in Tripoli, or do you look after Cairo, which is an explore area?
1.
But we're not going to be exploring that direction.
Not yet.
Oh, that's true.
Cairo is... I mean, it's closer to Johnny.
Yeah.
That's the only split, really, for me. So, I could maybe... if you think I should do supplies rather than giving a card, which seems to be the general consensus.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll go to Tripoli. So 1, 2, and then I'll move back to the Haven. Because I think being in a Haven is actually really useful because you've got sea lanes
Yeah.
just everywhere.
Right,
And
right.
if I draw another produce supplies card
Okay.
now, that,
Yeah,
that could
totally.
be good. Washington,
Okay.
Sao Paulo.
That's in fact.
So we've got
Perfect.
full set of rules now.
Lagos
Good.
and London.
Fantastic.
Cool.
Right, it's me, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Do you mind if I pick one up off Washington, or I should just build one for one action?
Sure.
1 action, 2 actions.
Yay.
Supply thing. And then it moves us 1 across there, and it now means we can recon with 3 blues.
Yes. I have 1, you have 1. Okay.
3. And pick one up. Make one.
Oh,
So I
yeah,
can
sure.
put one down next time,
Sure, yeah.
I think. Thank you.
Without you for another epidemic.
Jacksonville and this. I think you will be.
Nice.
Infection.
New York and Washington.
Me.
Yeah.
So, I'm thinking, do I produce 1, drop 1, move, produce 1, drop? Is it worth me
Don't-
bulking this one up with an extra?
Don't you have to produce in an area you're dropping to get it for free?
Yes, but what I... Oh no, I had end my turn there then.
So
That's
you
my
can
only
move,
issue.
produce, drop, move.
Or move, produce.
Drop, move. Yeah,
Yeah.
I could put 2 more on Cairo.
Oh yeah, it's for free.
Or
Yeah,
you could even put one on Istanbul, move.
Well,
on
that's
Cairo.
what I was thinking,
Yeah.
but then I wouldn't be able to... Yeah,
I think it's more valuable to put them on Cairo.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll move there,
Mm-hmm.
which is 1 action.
Mm-hmm.
I'll produce
2.
twice. On the second one, I will use my free
to drop
deliver
them.
supplies.
Yeah.
And then I will move probably to...
Tripoli.
That's more safe.
Yeah, it is more safe.
Or is it better for me to move back there ready to put
I
stuff
think
on there next
I think
time?
with 2 you should be alright. We'd
Yeah.
have to draw it 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, I'll
Epidemic.
Hmm?
We are due for an epidemic.
Well,
but
that's the same anyway.
yeah, it's gonna. They're all gonna go in that case. So
I think although Sao Paulo needs urgent attention, yeah, I don't know.
Yep. You and the epidemics, Johnny.
I just love them.
So
Do we want to do this thing?
Well, we do it
we do it
there.
after.
So
yeah.
So-
Right. So bump that
Let's
up.
increase.
Draw the one from the bottom.
Istanbul.
Istanbul. No, we're removing.
yay!
And then we remove 2 of those permanently, right?
Yeah, if I'm doing that, which do you think it's a good idea to do
I
now?
think you need
Yeah.
to remove both the Istanbuls right now.
Are there, there's not more than 2 in there, is
Yeah,
there?
yeah.
I don't think so.
Isn't it? Oh no. And there's the.
Right, Johnny's shuffling this time.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, well,
Istanbul.
What?
They're all Istanbul!
Jesus, why are you always by the haunted board?
Just like, they're all Istanbul! And they just look up and everyone else around the table has their eyes roll back and is going, not Constantinople. Over and over again.
I love it. We'll make it into a movie.
It's none of your business.
Ain't no
Back on
business
top,
with
right?
Turks.
Yeah. Okay, and then draw 2.
Sao Paulo?
No.
Jacksonville.
I don't like this.
Okay.
Okay.
So, John, if you could go to Sao Paulo as quickly as possible.
Yeah. You are there, basically. So,
Could you pop those in the disc?
Yes.
produce 2, move, drop.
Yeah, that's pretty much. Do I need to move anyone anywhere?
If you moved to Jacksonville by teleporting to me, I could give you my Jacksonville card, meaning you'd have 4 yellows.
But then I'm
But then
leaving
Sao
Sao
Paulo.
Paulo.
No, I mean, but at the end of your Sao Paulo thing.
I won't have the action spell.
Okay, so-
Wait. I could.
If you only
I'm
drop
just
one.
saying-
You could drop one, yeah. I mean, one's
No,
on
you
No,
got
I
one
can
on
drop
already.
3. I've already got 2.
Oh, right, okay.
Okay, that, yeah.
Okay, so what we're doing, we're
So
moving.
moving. I'm producing,
Yep. 2,
and then I'm dropping all the ones I've got,
3.
and
No,
then I'm teleporting.
Okay.
No? Yes?
Yep. I think.
Cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
that makes sense, yeah.
Okay. And then draw.
Unless Jacksonville gets screwed.
Yeah, then we're both. Okay.
Oh, great. So if I give you this, you can build Jacksonville straight away.
Yeah, I'll need to discard a thing, but yeah.
Stop jiggling, Justin.
Sorry, my apologies. I'm so excited.
Still 7.
Jiggly.
Then,
Should call you Jiggly Justin. Yeah.
Gigolo Justin.
Cairo. And Washington.
Just a gigolo. Brackets. Justin.
I'm scared.
Should do something about Washington.
Yeah.
We don't have very many
I'll
keys.
get right on that. What am I doing?
You need
Like,
to give
what's
people
actually
cards. You've got. Doesn't matter. None of that matters, I guess.
Doesn't
Someone
need
needs.
to run to Washington and put a cube on it? Is there one on there?
There's one
Yeah.
on there.
Or actually fix Istanbul before it triggers.
If you can.
Did-
Sorry.
If I could maybe take my turn.
No.
I am going to move here. I am going to give Johnny Washington because then he has 3 blues for
Thank you.
recon.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
And then I am going to. So that's 1, 2. And I'm just going to have to. The thing is, there's no Istanbuls about to come out now because we removed them.
Oh.
But I'm still going to produce 1 and then drop 2.
Great.
Cool.
Really? That doesn't seem mathematically possible, but okay, fine. Move up 1. That's bad. Bottom, bottom. This is Istanbul.
Jacksonville.
Well, it means we only lose 1. And then shuffle and deal 3.
That doesn't
That
seem
seems
possible.
Well, at least one of those is going to be
Have we
Jacksonville.
had 3?
Yeah.
Probably.
So we're going to get
That,
an
that
exposure.
actually isn't mathematically possible, is it?
It doesn't look it. I definitely did 5 piles, 1 on top of each.
No one shuffled them afterwards like an idiot, did they?
I didn't.
Okay. That really doesn't seem mathematically possible. But okay. $53 player cards. But 8 of those will have been removed,
Uh-huh.
which leaves us with 45 into 5 piles.
So we should be at least 21 cards in to have 3 epidemic cards, right?
18. Because we've had 2 stacks, and then if the next epidemic
Yeah.
is at the top of the 3rd one.
So 19 then.
Yeah.
Should be at least on the 19th draw. That does sound vaguely possible.
6, 7, 8,
Well, that's not
10, yeah.
what you need to count is this.
No, I was going to count that and then count the cards that are out.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 25
Yeah.
plus 19. Okay.
20.
Yeah.
Rough.
I was
Well,
really concerned
cool.
I'd
We should have a big
messed
gap
that
now,
up
though.
somehow then.
Boom. Oh no!
So, does
And
any-
you're both getting exposure.
It happens.
so what does that... Oh, do
Well,
we...
nothing yet.
Okay,
Let's
okay.
carry on. with
It's only 1 exposure, right?
the- Yes.
And Cairo.
I can't believe this has happened literally every time for 7 epidemics in a row. The chances against that,
Well,
they are really big,
that's how
aren't
it
they?
goes.
Yeah. I mean, in this one there are only 5, so we were
Sure.
going to put...
So it's Justin's go
Do I
first.
scratch something off? Oh, I'm just asking. I don't worry about it. It's not a big deal, mate. Chill out, mate. Chill out.
Yeah, you scratch off next box.
I have a little
You have a scar.
scar.
That means that you pick a. Choose any of the available scars and place it on the slot in the character card.
Right.
So, got a bunch of scars there.
You'll be next, John.
Yep. I'll get a scratching.
So are they negative effects that you then have?
Yeah, because you can't be moved away from there, can you? So,
I think mine is also a scar.
yes, that's the scar.
That Justin picks first.
Maybe read some of them out so that we're not, got dead air.
Bacillophobic. Lose an action if you start your turn in a location with a plague cube.
I mean, not that, because you now lose your action.
Demoralised. Move all the supply cubes from your character card to the stockpile every time an epidemic card is revealed. Probably not a big... I don't know. I mean, they're all bad, so... Obsessed. Throw away a card if you end your turn with an odd number of cards. Regretful. Discard a card every time you leave a city with 0 supply cubes. That's not too bad. How often do you leave those cities with 0 supply cubes? I don't know. Xenophobia. You need 1 extra city card to do the recon action. It's of the same colour.
That's not bad. Because you probably won't be saving for the recon. Because you'll be saving for the supply centres. That's quite a good one for you.
Why don't I take that?
Also, it matches how racist you actually are in real life.
Yeah, it's really good actually. I like that. Does it go straight underneath?
It might as well build up from the bottom. Basically, you place scars over empty slots or
If there's
abilities.
no empty.
You can place them over an ability or a job, yeah.
Jeez.
Okay, now what are you going to do?
Put down some supply cubes, I reckon.
Yep.
So I reckon build 1, put 2 down, move, build 1.
Yeah. Because Washington needs taken care of as well, really, quite urgently.
Or build 2, put 1 down, move 1.
Sure.
Then put 3 down. Yeah.
Build 2.
And then put 3 down. That way John can
Yeah. And then move to Washington.
do what he wants.
Yeah.
Although, actually, no, wait.
Actually, no.
Wait.
Moving to Washington does
Sorry,
nothing.
let me start that again.
Okay.
John is in Jacksonville and needs another card. So my first action is going to be share knowledge.
Cool. And then I'm going to
Yes.
discard New York.
Yes.
Yeah.
My second action is going to be to build 1 cube,
Mm-hmm.
then put them down,
So that's 3.
and then move to
Yeah.
Good idea.
New York, I think. I know I just want to be closer to the action, but...
Closer to the action is always the Havens, almost always, because they can go to loads of different places.
Yeah.
And also, you have a produce supplies card.
No, I know, that's why I wanted to go to Haven.
I
but-
think the Havens.
Okay,
are
cool, that's my turn. London.
Epidemic.
Epidemic. Sao Paulo.
Could we have infections, please?
Yes. Washington. Sao Paulo. Washington.
Fuck! This is so bad, guys. These draws are terrible for us every time.
Yeah,
Okay.
that is the case.
Johnny.
At least I didn't get another score.
Nope.
Now, thinking ahead to the next turn, I can get to Washington, but if I end my turn there, I'm going to be screwed anyway.
Unless you can fill it up with stuff. Yeah.
Well, no, I'd still, because there's a plague cube, right?
Yeah, no, that's right.
So you need to
Fuck,
start
we're
with
going
turn
to
in New
recon
York.
from there. We need to move to it, recon and move
Yeah.
away.
Yeah,
so you
that's
need to
yeah.
start
That's
with
what, so I need to end up like somewhere over here.
Yeah.
But my thought is, if John can move me next turn,
Yeah.
then I can do other stuff this turn.
Like if John can move you to Jack's. No, because you'll still
Yeah,
start in a
but,
place with
but
plague
still,
cubes.
if John
Ends up in
if
New
you
York or something.
your job is to sort out infection stuff. So I think you need to get, if you can get control on Cairo and Istanbul, wherever John is will be closer to
Yeah.
New York than wherever you are, and you'll be
Yeah.
in a better position to start.
Sure.
So, where do I want to plonk cubes down?
Who's whites? Matt is
Me.
whites. You don't have any cubes on your card.
No, I do not.
Do I move to Cairo, produce twice, drop them down, and then move off?
I think that's a sound idea.
Yeah.
Istanbul should be pretty safe now that we've removed the
Yeah.
cards.
So there, produce 2 cubes. On the second one, I'll use my action to put it
Yeah.
down, and then I will move probably back
Sure.
to Istanbul. Yeah.
Okay.
Or
Play
triple.
We shouldn't get an epidemic for a while now, at least.
Oh, you can also just boat over to New York.
Yeah,
to
you can
Washington.
just head
I
to
can now. Yeah.
So you don't actually need
You can
John's
vote for
action.
Washington.
So you don't need to
Yeah.
Yeah,
use
John can do
an
what he
action.
wants.
Go on.
One,
We
two,
do need
three,
to
four,
infect,
five, six,
however.
7.
Yep. Lagos,
Ooh.
New York,
Ooh.
and London. Yeah.
America is not looking good.
Yeah.
So, what's your scar?
I think I'm going to go for regretful. Discard a card if you have one every time you leave a city with 0 supply cubes. We're going to
Okay.
try and
That
not
happens.
Not
have
have
that happen.
Yeah, reason because normally if you're on there, you're there to drop supply
Sure.
cubes. So
Yeah.
typically,
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
like a
Should
reasonable
we
one.
say that? What do you think of doing this turn, John?
Because we don't need your port now.
Probably just
We do have... If
get
you
control
can
of
deal
the-
with Washington, that would be...
move to Washington, build.
but
take-
you can get there and do those, right?
No,
Oh, you're
Washington.
building that for... Yeah, building...
No, I mean you can get to the to build the supply.
Given that we
centre.
still need to build
In
another one
Jacksonville.
after this.
Yeah, we definitely need to do this first.
So,
So Jacksonville has a supply centre. And then
2.
move to Washington, or produce, move to Washington, put down.
Then I'd
It's
leave.
risky,
I'd
isn't
stay
it?
in Washington.
Oh yeah.
I don't think you should build the supply centre because we need to get another 2. So there's no rush to build it.
No, we need
We
another
only
one.
need one more.
I know, but my point is that doesn't end the game. So maybe getting
No, but
control
it
of
moves
the
us
section-
closer
Alright,
to ending
okay.
the game.
I
And
can see
then
where it's
John
coming
needs
from.
to start discarding cards.
Yeah.
No, I think
Okay,
that's
no,
terrible.
that's fine. That's fine. That's just opinion.
We've got a ticking clock. Like,
Yeah, I know. You're right.
But that's going to be made worse by
Washington
Washington not
not
having
having
any
any-
supplies.
yeah, I know, but
You can move to New York, I guess.
New York also does need shoring up. So,
Or you can move to Washington and boat out.
but then you couldn't drop anything in it. So,
Alright, I can drop one in New York.
unless you pick up from Jacksonville, move, drop, move,
Yeah.
just to have both cities covered.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because pickup's free.
So there's one in Jacksonville and Washington. Yeah.
It's better than I think that's better than 2 in Jacksonville and none in
Yeah,
Washington.
no, I kind of agree with that.
Move, drop, move. Yeah, let's go for that.
So pick up, move, drop, then move to New York.
Yep.
Helps that New York doesn't go.
Don't cry, John. It's okay.
We shouldn't get an epidemic.
I got to produce supplies.
Okay, that's decent.
You say that, but I think we're in the bottom 20 cards now, which means there's
Maybe three infections, please, John.
Cairo. Tripoli. Sao Paulo.
Okay,
That's not
okay.
too bad.
All right.
so that's my turn, right? Fuck me. I don't think giving anyone a card is. Well, giving John a black card would be nice, but I don't think I
Yeah.
can get there and do that.
Equally, if you got to Tripoli and John could get there, he could give you 2 Tripoli cards.
What?
Well, so, like,
Yeah, I could give you Tripoli and Istanbul if we were both in Tripoli. Or if we were both in Istanbul.
That's true.
That's what we should do. I should end up in either Tripoli or Istanbul,
Yeah.
and then you can,
Port
and on your next turn, we win. Right?
Let me just double check.
Port.
That's what
He
I'm
needs
after.
5 cards.
Yes.
You
And
can
I
only
can
give
pass
him
one.
2,
I can pass one for free,
so he goes up to 4.
and then if we're in the same city, I can pass in the other one.
But then that's still only 4. I don't know where the 5th card's
No,
come
It's
from.
John.
5.
Oh, for John. Oh, so John needs to get there as well.
What?
Okay.
If
He's very down on the idea of winning the game.
John,
sorry.
John
you're
can jump
giving-
straight
you're
there
giving
in one
John the
turn.
cards.
Yes.
Right, that makes sense. Sorry, my bad. Didn't understand what was going on.
Oh, that's 2 loads of turns, though, isn't it? Because
Be-
I could,
you
yeah,
need to
because
do
I
that.
need to give it you.
And also, we're relying on you to warp me over there. Oh no, we're not, because I've got with my
No.
card, so ignore that. Sorry. Yes.
Where's John right now? There.
But you might draw a black. No, that would be the end of your turn. It's still 2 rounds of turns. I don't like that. Anyway, but I still think I need to aim for that. So I need to end in either Tripoli or Istanbul this turn.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
What if on the next turn I boat to New York,
Mm-hmm.
pass off the black card to
can't
John?
You can't do that.
We have to be in the same
Oh,
city.
yeah, sorry.
It's just me.
Yeah.
You can hand them off. Okay. Well, I'll end in Tripoli. So what I'm going to do is just I'm going to 1, 2. So if I go 1, 2, 3.
You can always pick one up in Istanbul.
Istanbul's pretty safe now, isn't it? I think.
Hopefully.
Ish.
Don't know how many cards are in there.
I'm going to pick one. I don't think there's any in that pile yet, so we'd have to draw fresh ones.
Yeah.
So I can't think we draw more than one. I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
going to do it anyway. So that's 3. And I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to keep hang on to 1.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm going to draw London and fuck me. Okay, up by 1, please. Bottom. I hope it's not Istanbul.
London.
London. I'm going to shuffle them this time.
Okay. You're welcome.
We've also only drawn 1 event, which is pretty bad.
Yeah. It's okay, because I've got 1 epidemic and about 15 event cards.
So we're not too far away.
I think we're going to lose this. I can't see how we're going to get. Like, we need 2 whole rounds to get, like, the 3rd supply centre down, sadly. So. Yeah.
Not if.
What if
no,
John
no, no,
warps
no.
there, passes you those 3 cards?
It's doable. No, if John gets
I've
there.
been-
Oh, yeah.
If
like-
John, where are you now, John?
I am currently in New York.
So 1, 2, 3.
I
That's
can
the long
port.
way. Yeah, but I was thinking if you got walked there and ported Johnny over, he'd give you 2 Tripoli cards. You could take 2 Tripoli cards as an
And I
action.
can build.
Ah, yeah, I'm just. I'm not saying
I know, you're just working at the maths, but
This is tough.
Mm-hmm.
I could. No, that won't
New
work.
York.
No.
Oh, every single time. I can't believe this.
Oh, man.
This is the worst.
We are
we
the
have
worst.
one. We have
Because-
1 more.
I think it's because
So
there's so
fun.
few locations, everything is it. Yeah.
Yeah, but even with that, this is really bad odds.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's the end of my go.
At least you're not getting more exposure yet.
Mm. Yes.
Justin?
I think I'll get 3 cubes.
Yeah.
Right, 1 action. I think I might boat to London and put down 2.
But have we had the 2 like? Is there
There
no
are
2
lots of London
Londons?
cards in the game, yeah.
Okay.
I think.
I think New York is more valuable because otherwise, if we draw that, then John will get a scar.
True.
Oh, and also if there are no supply cubes in New York by the time that I leave, I have to discard a card.
Yeah, I know.
it's definitely better.
All right, I'm just looking at the situation. You know, just we all get a chance to think on our turns.
Yeah.
Right, I'll do that. I don't want John to get hurt.
Thank you.
So that's 3 actions.
Yep, that's all my actions.
Why not? Why did I not get 4? Oh, because you did the
2,
production.
3,
Yeah, sorry.
4.
Yeah. Absolutely. 2 epidemic cards. Oh no!
Tasty.
I want John to draw a black. Right. Jacksonville,
Yay!
Cairo, Sao Paulo. Bad. All bad.
Okay. So I'm boating to Washington.
Reconning.
Yeah. So that we'll do that first.
The thing is, this may mean, I don't know. Yeah.
It could mean we get additional. Stuff,
At least
I
it
guess.
does something permanent. You know.
So
It's an objective achieved.
Yeah.
I'll cash in those 3 cards.
Okay. So sorry, you're boating to
Yes.
New
Sorry.
York.
Yeah.
To
No,
Washington.
to Washington. Yeah.
And then
cash
cashing
in.
those 3. Right, let's fully read about the recon stuff before we, because I think this is we'll
Any
have to do a
3
big thing
recons,
now.
yeah.
Put a whole big sticker on the board and stuff. I think.
Stuff.
So let's just read, especially a bit about the recon. So yeah, each location where you can recon shows you what you must discard not to recon. In most cases, you need to recon from a supply centre. We're doing that. Any cities only colour matters. Yeah. And then it says, open package 1. Woo. The America package, I would assume. North America package.
We're gonna have so many people die.
Okay.
Hefty. This is a gun.
I'll
Here
take
we are.
chocolates.
Shoot everyone.
Yeah,
I actually regretted making that joke.
Oh my god, there's so much in there.
This package includes 20 cards and 1 sticker card. Yes. Recon report. It started here in North America. After Coda, that was the big plague in the first one, there was chaos. Then the plague hit. The world could not handle back-to-back pandemics. We need to reconnect our supply lines. We need to be on the lookout for any sign of other havens. We need to find more supplies. Perhaps our leaders went here. Too many questions. Read both sides of this card, then keep it in the reserve. Right now, oh god.
Oh,
This is so much stuff. Open the following doors if you have not done so already. We haven't opened any doors, game, so
chill out.
there's a lot of stuff
Well, of
here.
excitement.
A lot of stuff.
Do you want me to hold anything?
So hold on to your
Do you want to read and I'll
Yeah.
open, or I'll read
Hold
and
on
I'll
to your butts. So 66 is the first one to open up.
It's always good that they're not in the right order.
Yeah. 66. That's it, it's a sticker. Okay. Okay.
Add this sticker to the board.
Let's try and do this without fucking up, shall we? You may need to just move everything aside, please.
They go there, that there.
Okay, so I'm kinda. Where? What?
What are you doing?
Oh, the line. I tell you what, the lines are very helpful. Does that go there? That's slightly off, though, isn't
No, I think maybe you need to come
it? Do I
forward a
need to
bit.
come forward a bit?
Like you need to overlap the boards. Maybe.
But surely these lines need to match. Oh yeah, there we go. Right, so this needs to be here and here.
I would use that white line.
Justin, be quiet.
Fucking hell, come on.
Awesome content.
That's beautiful.
It's all right. isn't it?
Don't stop.
It's fine.
That's terrible. That is actually terrible. That's
Good.
awful.
It's fine. You've done it in line with the white lines. The black lines just don't match up.
Although I haven't, because the
It's great.
because that was.
It's good. It's good. Don't
It's
just.
not. It's
just
not great.
okay. You're right. Let's keep going.
That'll do. J.
Is it more pieces?
Add this sticker to the manual. So we've got new rules.
Ooh.
J. Yeah, can you add the put the detritus in a pile somewhere?
Add it to me.
The rest of the detritus.
New actions. Establish supply line. Spend 2 supply cubes from your character card to draw a supply line from the centre of your city to the centre of another city. Use a pen or marker. The line must be straight and cannot cross water, unexplored areas, another city or another supply line. When you connect a city to the grid with a supply line, take the matching city cards from the reserve and put them into the player discard pile. Take the matching infection cards and put them in the game end area. You cannot do the sail action or charter boat action across the supply lines. Boats cannot travel over land. So
we've now got from Washington to
Chicago.
We now have Chicago.
But those are actions that happen after we
Yeah.
open this stuff. So I will do it in the suggested order.
Wants to
23.
be on 2 as well, doesn't it?
Alright, okay, yeah. Can someone add these stickers to the quick action cards? New actions on the back. Yeah, I'll do that. L. This will be another new rule. It's all the letters are new rules. Looks like another new rule to me. No new action. Yes, just no new action called search. Scratch off 1 box on a city card in your hand and read its instructions. Keep the card in your hand. You must be in the city matching the card you scratch off to do this action. If you reveal a companion,
Like a dog.
their power works for this and future games. Otherwise, do the effect shown by the search immediately. It has no further effect in this or any future games. That sounds cool.
I was so paranoid I put that one upside down. I was really concerned.
It's okay. The biggest sticker fluff for today will definitely be my placing of that. That's going to irritate me for the next however long it takes us to play this game.
A long time.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Chicago. You're one of my favourite cities that I've never been to.
I don't care about.
I care about Chicago. Oh, no.
You care about its nightlife.
Just saying that because I run a role play set in Chicago.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Yeah. It was
There's
an
the next job.
illusion.
Not a trick.
No,
Okay.
Alluge.
We now
Tricks or
add
something
Yeah.
player cards for Chicago to the player discard pile, which should be these. Player discard pile. Those should go in the player discard pile, please. Add the infection cards. Is this Chicago? No. Add the infection cards for Chicago to the game end area. Which are these? So just on that. Put the other player and infection cards included in this package into the reserve. Finally, gives the decontamination kit unrationed event card to a player to add to their hand. Okay, let's check that in a second, but these need to go into the reserve, which is basically like...
Things that
Yeah.
you've unlocked but haven't really unlocked yet.
Yeah. So they'll be like the cards for the other
Yeah.
cities and stuff when we connect them to the grid, won't they?
And one more character. Okay. Sorry, can you hand this out?
So, decontamination kit. Thank you.
Please let me removing.
And that's what it
Yeah,
sounds
I'm
like.
hoping it'll be these. We also get more scars as well.
Oh,
All
yay.
different scars. These look like...
Chicago Scar. Yeah, that one mine. Thank you.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay. Remove all plague cubes from one location on the grid. Destroy this card after use.
Oh, right. Do we use that straight away?
London's looking like it.
Or can somebody
Who's
keep
there?
hold of that?
I mean, isn't it best used when someone's about to have a scar?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it a use any time card?
Yeah,
Yeah, it definitely is then.
yeah. Yeah?
Yeah.
It still goes to someone.
Just before somebody's turn where they get a scar, we play that, I guess.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So, Johnny, you
I've got
voted
two
that you
actions
did that.
left.
You've got 2 actions left.
Uh,
Create and then drop?
He can
No, I
he's
wanna
got to get out of
leave.
the city.
Oh, yeah.
But he can create a drop as one action.
Leave.
Oh, yeah.
oh yeah,
Create
yeah,
drop,
yeah,
leave.
yeah, sorry, yeah. So yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I'll move
Back
to...
to New York.
Where everybody knows.
Okay.
Put your box back there.
So,
Answer.
right. Yeah.
That was exciting.
Annoyingly,
See, at
I
least
now
we've
have
got
four
this out
black
now.
cards
Like,
now
I
that
think
I'm
that's,
over
I
there.
think
Oh,
that's
it's quite good.
having permanently completed this objective. I think it's.
Do you destroy that objective now?
That's a good idea. If you complete it but lose the first game in January, it counts as complete during your second game in January.
Great.
So that is good though.
Because if we
It
have
means
to
the second
play
game
again,
will be much easier.
yeah, we don't have to bother about doing that bit,
Yeah.
and we could have congregated
Stop
over
with
there.
your frowning.
I've now got 4 black cards.
It's John's turn.
Perfection.
Good.
Oh, yeah.
Lagos. Washington. And Jacksonville.
One more and we lose again.
John can move Johnny
Is there
somewhere.
any way we can? Is there any way we can complete this now? I'm not coming serious. I think the best bet is still to come to me.
It would probably end up being faster if I come to you to be in that area, but end in a place of one of these. No, hang on.
Yeah.
Can I walk over to you? 1, 2. Yeah, so if
Surely
I
the
can
best
enter
thing.
like
Surely the best thing for you to do is to dump some supplies in Jacksonville and then port to me as your last action. So I can just give you the cards on my turn.
But is it worth giving? Is it worth giving them to Johnny, who can complete it
Because I
But can John?
on his turn?
I'd be
Yeah,
one
fine.
turn earlier. I've got 4 now.
What?
I don't actually
I just
need to
drew
be
2
there.
black
Yeah.
cards.
I can port Johnny over to you.
And you
Yeah.
can give him
Right now.
anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's one less. Yeah, sure. So. There's
But
the thing
is
to
there
do.
a quicker way? I don't think there is.
I
Is
don't
there?
think-
I don't think I can do it. I don't think Matt can do it.
Blue.
Okay, so
Blue.
port to Tripoli. Sorry, blue. Port blue to Tripoli. And then produce.
Take
Move, produce, drop. Oh no.
That's it.
Take 2 from here and drop them.
But on the other hand,
Yeah,
I
do
don't
one.
think we're going to get to your next turn.
But it. For the sky. you mean?
Oh, yeah, that's
We'll
true.
either complete it or lose. Won't we? So we're not going to get to your next turn.
What if
Yeah,
I'm
so-
there when there's an outbreak?
No, I don't think.
Don't even have rules for outbreaks yet, do we all?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't think outbreaks cause scars.
Because whoever it was said it is right, I could take one from New York.
When an outbreak occurs, remove 1 supply cube from every location adjacent to the city to the blah 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 blah. No, they don't cause scars. It's just if.
You start your turn there.
So far.
It's kind of relevant because we're going to get Sao Paulo probably as well, and Sao Paulo is going to screw everything. So
Potentially. But, you know, what you going to do? But you can't get to Sao Paulo and drop stuff. You can only do
yeah, that's true.
one, 2, 3. Yeah. You can't do London either. All you can do is Jacksonville.
Well, you could remove all of Jacksonville's plague cubes. That wouldn't change anything.
No. You need supplies. Removing plague cubes won't do anything.
Alright, I'm putting my faith
I think it's one chance.
in the fact that this game is going to end in one way or the other.
It will.
Yeah.
So-
So
By
I'm gonna
my turn, the game will end.
One way or the other.
move, produce, and drop.
You're taking one from.
Move.
I think you're taking one from.
I was just going to produce.
I would take one from New York.
Yeah, right.
So drop that one as well.
Yeah.
Okay, and then draw 2.
And events.
Events would be amazing. Like that one quiet night. Be so good. Draw infections.
Is that you don't do infections for a night?
Tripoli,
Tripoli.
Shit.
Washington, Cairo.
Okay. Now, what can I do to shore up?
Sao Paulo or
Oh well, first off,
all.
one action.
take Tripoli.
It might be worth saving because obviously, if you go to either Tripoli or
need
Istanbul,
to
I
give
can take it from you on my turn.
No.
I can.
Only if I
They
can
could
hit.
both be the same city.
But I don't think I'm
Yeah,
going.
that's what
but
I was
I
saying.
don't-
If he's in either of those two, I could.
Can
take
I
him,
make
that's
this
what I was
moot? Why am I in Tripoli or Istanbul? I'm going to go to London or Lagos or something.
saying. Okay.
So just I can do it for yeah.
I would boat to Sao Paulo or to London, and then spend the rest of the term producing and stuff.
Oh god, yeah, I've got stuff there, haven't I? Okay. Are we allowed to look through the discard piles?
I don't know.
I think so.
Ooh. I think we are. I don't see anything that forbids it.
Can I just?
Yes, we can. It says.
Can I just say, you doing this thing to Tripoli might not actually be the best way of doing this.
Why?
Because if you get 2 actions in, you can you boat to both London and Paolo? Put things down?
No.
No.
He's only got
Okay.
one.
You're right. Yeah. Sorry.
So, I will lay them out. Do I have enough room to lay them out? Maybe.
I mean, we don't need all of them. We just need to know
Okay.
like ones that are vulnerable now, because that's all I can fit.
So, which ones are they?
London, Sao Paulo.
London,
Sao
Sao
Paulo
Paulo.
and Lagos.
So there's Lagos. There's one Lagos, one Sao Paulo, and 2 Londons.
Okay, so I'm not going to London. I mean, I can't go to London anyway because I'd end up.
Scar.
Well, no, I
you
would
have
still
to.
go back to me. But there's more Londons out, which means there's less chance of us pulling London, which means I go to either Lagos or Sao Paulo. Thoughts?
Sao Paulo. I don't care.
Sao Paulo.
Unfortunately, I only have 3 actions. Otherwise, I could, like you were saying, I could. If I had 4, I could boat to Lagos, put one down, boat to Sao Paulo.
Put one down.
Yeah,
no,
you could-
no,
yeah,
If you had
yeah,
to, yeah.
Okay, I am going to go. It's closer. I'll go to Lagos. I'll boat to Lagos. Thank you. I might as well produce one and put 2 down.
Yeah.
Might as
Why
well.
not? Why not?
And then I'm drawing. Istanbul. One quiet night. One. Then
You're doing this to ramp up the tension.
it's almost as if it's for YouTube or something.
What?
Lost.
Boo.
London and Sao Paulo. Boom. Loss.
Does that mean London goes down to 0 pop?
It might, yes. Which means it's a fallen city, which means we trigger it. This is fucking hard.
Oh man.
Maybe it's built so that you lose hard at the beginning or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that's it. That's definitely it.
Yeah, that's definitely it. Okay, we've got a few things here. So game end stats. First thing we do is adjust population. Stuff only goes down by 1 if it has any plague cubes in it.
Okay.
Okay.
That makes more sense.
Jeez.
So if someone can handle the.
Do we get to carry this through to the next game? Because if not, is it worth me?
It goes back
sneaking,
in. It goes back in the player deck.
Okay.
Can someone handle the moving stuff down to 2?
Yep.
So each location that has at least 1 play cube, decrease that location's
Yeah,
population by 1. It only ever goes down by 1, even if there are 2 or 3 play cubes in it. And for each city that has a supply centre, increase the city's population by 1.
Oh, cool.
Ooh,
So these 2 don't go down.
Yeah.
So it's only Cairo and London that goes down.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Also, that means you can really just monitor this. You can really start
You
fixing
can
things.
focus. You can try and go to places that are lost a bit.
I love how the game ambitiously gives you more positive
yeah.
things than negative.
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
we'll
so
go
we
to
don't.
6.
Yeah, we don't have. That doesn't trigger. Check the legacy deck, which, from having a cheeky peek earlier, I know definitely does have some stuff at the end of the first game. Oh my god, there's so many different piles of stuff already.
Tough.
Okay. Pause. Draw this card and read the other side during step 2 at the end of your first game in January. New rationed event cards follow.
Ooh.
Keep these cards in the reserve. These add to the pool of rationed event cards you can select from at the beginning of every game.
Cool.
So, and we'll also have more rations at the beginning of the next game because we lost this game. So, we have these new rationed event cards. They're kept in reserve and added to the pool we can select from at the beginning of each game. So next game we'll have the opportunity to put more of them in because we've lost this game. So we start with 6 instead of 4 in there.
Okay.
I think 6 goes up and down by 2. That's what I did in season 1, right? Yes? No? It was called funding in that, but yeah.
Yeah.
We've got extended forecast. Draw, look at, and rearrange the top 8 cards of the infection deck and put them back on top of the infection deck. That's good. Drastic measures. Remove up to 2 play cubes from the grid. Dispersal. Move 3 supply cubes from one haven into 1 or more locations on the grid. And data transfer. 2 players anywhere on the board can swap 1 player card from their hands.
Ah, that
Pretty
could
decent.
be really handy.
Pretty decent. We then need to spend production units. Win or lose, you choose upgrades at the end of each game based on the number of cities on the grid. Calculate the number of cities on the grid and look at the table in the game end area to see how many units you get to spend. So...
Havens don't count, I imagine, so it's 9. Unless this one
Does
counts.
Chicago count?
No, it says cities.
Does Chicago count?
Yeah, it's on the grid.
Then it's
So
10.
10.
Is it
So
10?
we get
1 to 10, 3. Yeah. Don't know. I'll just have a quick look and make sure the havens don't count, but I think you were right and they don't. Yeah. The cities, yeah. So is that, did you say 10?
Yep.
Okay, so we have 3 production units. You can add an additional 1 if you won the game. We did not do that. Basically, we can buy character abilities, city card improvements, and infection card improvements, or we can increase a population by 1. We can spend 1 to increase by 1. So what we're going to do, we're going to put a pause in here because this will be a long rambling discussion about who should get the upgrade, and then we'll come back to you and tell you what we've got.
And that's when I said, murder them all.
Understandable.
The only problem is that I'll be cutting that off because I wasn't sat down.
And
I
that's
might
what
keep-
Justin said.
I might keep it in
Murder-
now though for that brief because the value of more because what I said was funny, but not true if I did that.
so
I'm
you're alive.
so confused.
Cut.
This is how
Cut.
paradoxes happen.
So we spent our production units in an exciting way, all on one thing, for a character ability for Ox, our xenophobic
Yes.
labourer.
Yes.
Basically allows Ox, she can now build.
A supply centre for
supply
1
centres.
fewer card.
So for 2 supply cubes and 3 cards, she can build supply centres, which seems pretty fucking good to me.
So Ox has moved from a labourer to an architect, and I'm not sure how I feel about it because I think I like the class story going on with Ox, you know,
Well, I
the
mean,
labourer, working class, but now architecture degree? I don't think so.
Architect, but also presumably still building them herself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
She
yeah, I
mucks
suppose.
in.
Yeah. No, I suppose she's mucking in as well.
Yeah.
absolutely.
But still, I'm not sure I like the
So
narrative.
doing the pioneering thing of building her own supply centres.
I mean,
That's
that classic pioneer spirit.
yeah.
Is
Yeah.
xenophobic? Does
Yeah.
that go well with this? I'm not sure.
Pioneers were pretty xenophobic, so yeah.
Cool.
Cool. So yeah, that's the end of our first game in January. We're hoping to get these up at a rate of at least once a month, just so you know how long to wait for the next one. So yeah, join us for that. We will have an extra 2 rations, which means we've got an extra couple of these events on the
Nice.
deck.
Yay.
We've completed one of the objectives. We've got a lot of help towards completing the other objective. I'm feeling pretty confident about that one.
Yeah.
Feeling pretty confident.
I'm not.
No, he's not. But yeah, thanks for watching. Check out
All of our events were in the last 6.
Oh, lol.
Wow.
terrible. Based on the evidence of this, literally no one is allowed to shuffle any of the cards. So
This
yeah,
game is cursed. Actual haunted, cursed game.
absolutely. Thanks for watching. Link in the video description below to the first season of Pandemic Legacy, to a vanilla playthrough of Pandemic Legacy. We've got tons and tons and tons of other board game playthroughs on the channel, so check those out. As always, gently caress the like and subscribe buttons. Comment, tell us we're useless, tell us we're awesome, tell me you like my facial hair. I mean, you don't need to, but it is true. You know it's true that you do. So,
Yeah, I guess.
goodbye.